I used to think Forex trading is so difficult until I understood the concept of market structure and price action. Simple higher highs and higher lows in a bullish trend and lower lows and lower highs in a bearish trend, along with price action, has transformed me from a consistently losing trader to a consistently profitable trader. So in this video, I'm going to be using price action and market structure to dissect what we are going to be looking at for next week. But before we do that, kindly subscribe if you are new and turn on the post notification bell so that you receive latest videos we drop from time to time on this channel. So thank you as you do so. Let's get back to our chart. I've said this more than enough on this channel throughout my explanatory video and the educational video that in an uptrend, price is expected to make new higher highs and higher lows, right? That means this is a new higher high in an uptrend and this is a new higher low. So price is expected to do what? Break this previous swing high with the hopes that price is going to come back, maybe have a pullback into that zone and do what? We see some kind of buying pressure to push price to the upside, of course, breaking above this previous structure also, and again for price to return and do or continue in that manner. All right, this is the attributes of an uptrending market: consistent higher highs and higher lows. All right, while in a bearish market the opposite is the case: lower lows and lower highs. All right, you can just flip that. So let me just show you guys: lows, lower highs, lower lows, breaking below this previous market structure with the hopes that price is going to go back into that structure and push back down, breaking below this one, then with the hopes that price is going to give us a kind of a pullback again and break below here while we keep creating new lower lows to the downside. The dollar index measures the strength of what? The US dollar. So this chart you see here is the price action around the US dollar. So it's mere looking at this, you can tell that we are in an uptrend, right? Creating new highs and new higher lows, new higher highs, new higher lows, new higher high, higher low, a new higher high at the moment. So now that we've established that the US dollar is in an uptrend, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at more recent price action to see what price is actually doing. If I zoom out, you can see highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now we created a new higher high and we've created a new higher low. So what do we expect again? We expect price to keep pushing to the upside, if possible creating a new what? Higher high. The price has broken above our counter trend line, retested it and has been pushing above. So with this measurement, since the dollar index measures the strength of the USD pairs or of the US dollar against any other pair, I'll be expecting a strong US dollar next week. So with that in mind, let's go look at some US dollar pair. So let's start with the NZD USD. As you can see, last week I talked about this trade also. You can go visit the video, but let's talk about what we're looking at this week. This is a trend line which was plotted, or which obviously is plotted on the monthly time frame. Price has bounced off here previously, came in, bounced off, and now if I zoom in, we have broken below this trend line. So this signifies that price is ready to what? Price is actually planning to keep pushing lower. All right, now how do we spot our targets? It's simple, just look left, all right, where price has reacted to historically. So as you can see, price at some point was here and there was a strong rejection to the upside, all right, and now price is coming back to that zone. Now breaking below this trend line, all I'll be looking for is what? Selling pressure to the downside. And if I zoom in, you can see that we broke nicely. Then we have this candlestick here that looks like a retest, but it can be obvious right here. Let's go to the daily time frame. So here we are on the daily time frame. As you can see, we still have what? Selling pressure. But let's scale down to the 4-hour time frame. So now that we're on the 4-hour time frame, remember on the monthly time frame we've already projected that price is going to fall to this zone looking left. All right, if you go to the monthly time frame, you'll see why we are choosing this zone as our next target level for NZD USD. But since this is the 4-hour time frame where we look for trading opportunities, as you can see, we are in an impulsive downtrend. Then we created some kind of consolidation here and we've broken below the what? The counter trend line. Meanwhile, this is a bearish flag pattern. This is a bearish flag pattern, or let me say a bearish flag chart pattern. All right, and now we've broken below it, so I'm expecting price to keep falling to this zone. Now, how do we have another confluence that made us choose this place as our target zone. It's a rule in a bearish or bullish flag pattern depending, but now we're talking about a bearish market, so let's focus on the bearish chart pattern. There's a rule to measure your profit target. All you need to do is to measure the size or the length of your flag pole. All right, measure the length of your flag pole, then project it into the future. I'm just going to do that with this measuring tool here. I'll measure from here to here. All right, so here we are having 589 pips to the downside, and now look at what our monthly time frame is telling us. Something similar, 594 pips, as you can see here. So for NZD/USD, I'm expecting price to keep pushing lower for at least 500 pips to the downside here. On gold, as usual, I'm still looking at this double top formation in play. We've broken below the neckline and the monthly candlestick is still green, but let's go to the lower time frame. Maybe on the lower time frame we can easily tell if all this is a pullback, because remember, when price breaks a major level of structure, it goes back to retest it, right? We were bullish all the way from this place, created this, then we created a higher low, but we failed to create a new higher high, right? Instead, we came down and we've broken below this previous market structure. So this could be a retest for price to keep falling to the downside. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see what is happening on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we have a more recent price action. Price broke below, as you can see here. What can you notice here? Price has been making consistent lower highs and lower lows, right? As you can see here, we created a new lower low, breaking below this previous lower low, then we pull back into that level, right? Then we created a new lower low, breaking below this one, then we pull back into that level again, as you can see, right? And price has broken below this previous structure, and what has happened again? Price has pulled back into that level of structure, as you can see here, and it has started falling. We even have other levels of confirmation on gold. As you can see, our Fibonacci retracement level has been rejected at the golden zone between the 0.5 and the 0.61 Fibonacci retracement level. We can see selling pressure here, at least for the 3 last days of last week, has been bearish, as you can see. Remember, this is the daily time frame, so we can see 3 daily candlesticks close. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame and look for trading opportunities. The NFP has provided us with momentum to confirm that gold is about to fall, right? As you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we've created a double top, right? I've broken below the neckline. And if I go to the 1-hour time frame, you can see clearly that we have retested the broken neckline. All right, this is that double top. This is the break of the neckline. This is a pullback. This is a retest. All right, let me pull up my tool for you to notice. From this point, we're still creating higher highs, higher lows. Then here we created a lower high, and now we've created a lower low, right? Now we've gone back to test this broken structure here, looking left, right? So what did you notice there? Did we continue downward? Yes, we did. So anyways, we've retested, and for gold, I'll be expecting gold to keep falling to the downside, at least to this level of structure. But as usual, I will advise that you take close at least significant amount of your profit around here or here. All right, these are zones you want to look out for. You want to watch these zones keenly. But if we finally take out these 2 zones, then we are going to definitely drop to the downside here. So for gold, I'm bearish. This video is getting too lengthy. We have a head and shoulders formation here on the 1-hour time frame, and we are creating higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Let me pull it. I can't just stop showing you these things, guys. I want you to master this. Can you see another higher high here and a higher low? We broke above this structure and we've come to retest that structure. So I'm expecting price to keep pushing to the upside on USDCad. So USDCad, I am bullish. Let's look at Euro USD. No, on Euro USD, I have to go back to the monthly time frame. let me show you my thought process from the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame on Euro USD, price is at an interesting zone that I want to be careful about. Price has tested here multiple times before. If you check looking left, all right, so except we take out this zone before, I'll look for prices coming into these levels here, but for now we are still trading within this danger zone. But however, let's go to the lower time frames. Let's look for trading opportunities. We are still bearish, however, on what, this currency pair. As usual, let me go to the daily time frame first so that we get a clearer picture of my thought process. You can see that typical characteristics of what, a trending market right here. You can see that typical characteristics. Sorry if I'm not plotting these things nicely. As you can see, price is still doing pretty much the same thing. As you can see, price is still doing pretty much the same thing. Now you can spot the selling pressure on the what, daily time frame, and of course it's obvious that with these three candlesticks, it's obvious that Euro USD is ready to fall to at least this zone before anything else happens. But let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's look for trading opportunities. We're supposed to have been in this trade from here, but I was confused. I actually wanted price to come into this trend line, which didn't happen. I didn't notice quickly or early enough that price was actually reacting to parity, which was the point where Euro and USD are worth the same thing. 1 Euro USD equal $1 at this point. So price had broken below that zone before. Now we retested it and price has been falling ever since. But before I could notice what was happening, it was already a little bit too late, and I don't like trading and putting my stop loss too far away. I like to keep a tight stop loss. We are still at an interesting zone now by capturing this place that has been tested multiple times before, and now price is back at that zone. In fact, we rejected here but not significantly, and now we are back at that zone. So I'll be expecting price to do a break below this zone. If it breaks, I can sell aggressively and put my stop loss above this zone here, or I will wait for a pullback to get a better entry or a better risk to reward ratio by placing my stop loss here and doing or riding this trade all the way to the downside here. So Euro USD, I'm bearish. Let's look at AUD USD. AUD USD, I'm expecting a massive drop also to the tune of what, 244 pips to the downside. Why? I would have loved to show you on the monthly time frame, but this video is getting too lengthy. But let me just show you. I hope you watch to the end. This is why price is at an interesting zone that has been tested multiple times, looking left, right, and now we are back there. So I'm not willing to sell at this point here. So that is why let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Price has broken below this trend line here, and from our higher time frame, we know we are at an important level here that we are waiting for price to break below. So if price does break below here and retest, or should price retest, go back and retest from here, and I see selling pressure, I'm going to sell from this point here with my stop loss above, and I'll be looking at this point as our overall target, 244 pips. That's a huge profit in the forex market. On USDCHF, I'm expecting price to do what? Price has broken above this market structure, this counter trend line, and I'll be expecting price to probably what, give us some kind of a retest, because I see selling pressure here. So I'll hope for price to come back to this trend line or close to it, so that I'll sell and maybe put my stop loss below here. Then my take profit will be at 1.00491. all right, USDCHF, I am bullish. On GBPUSD, let me start from the monthly time frame. The cable, I'm already in this trade and I'm in minimal profit on this trade. So but let me show you. As you can see, this is the monthly resistance that has been broken. If I zoom backward, you can see this zone here. Price bounced off this zone previously, but coming back with blasted through it and came down into this level of structure here, right? And now price bounced off and we came back to this previous monthly level. As you can see, monthly resistance is labeled there, so and it has started what, bouncing off. So if I go to the daily time frame, you can see the retest clearly. I'm sorry my chart on the cable looks a bit messy, but please bear with me. So you can see the retest clearly here. Price came back to that zone. Of course, we failed to create a new higher high. So to me, this is still a new lower high, as in a bearish trend, lower high, lower lows, right? Now, we had 3 days of what? Bearish price action, but we are on a mini what? Support level, which I expect price to actually break. Why do I expect price to break it? Because there's a counter trend line that has also been broken. Look at this zone, look at this zone. Price has broken below it, and now we are at that mini support level. So I'll be expecting for price to do what? Retest and continue what? Downward. I expect my stop loss to hold because it is at a safe spot. If price breaks above it, okay, fine and good. I was wrong, but I'm barely wrong, right? So I'll be expecting for price to fall down to this zone for like at least 600 pips, all right, to this point here. So I'll be on GBPUSD, bearish. So USDJPY, we've broken above a level of structure. We've been consolidating, which is ranging all through in between this zone and this zone. Now we've broken above it. So I would like to see on Monday or next week, price should do what? Break clear off this zone, then give us some kind of a retest. Then once I see buying pressure, I'll buy with this zone as my what? Take profit target. With this, we've come to an end of this week's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in our next video. Have a blue peepful week.